Hi guys, today we are talking jewelry, and in particular we're going to talk about earrings, and we're going to talk about bracelets or arm jewelry, ear jewelry. I'm not crazy. Yes, I know I'm wearing one long dangly earring and one tight little just smaller earring that just fits into my earlobe for a very particular reason, because these two type of choices are very often dependent on your sensory thresholds. Your sensory thresholds is genetically how you are wired from a sensory point of view. You're born like this, but it does predict the choices that you make. Firstly, I've got high thresholds. These are my go-to earrings. I absolutely love any kind of dangling long earrings, and what it does do, it hangs and it touches the skin, so it provides constant little touch feedback onto my skin in this particular area of my body. Light touch in particular is alerting for the skin and alerting then for the brain, so it keeps on providing a little bit of background stimulation. For me as a sensory seeker, I love that. It keeps my brain regulated and it feeds into my sensory needs. On the other end, and I had to look really long and hard to find these in my jewelry cupboard. This is very small type of earring. The better choice would have been just a plain stud. I couldn't find one. I think I had one many moons ago, but I don't have studs anymore. But this earring just sits into my ear. It's in there without providing any light touch into my ear at all. This is typically the choice for people with low thresholds who don't like this soft, consistent touch into the skin. People with low thresholds are more sensitive to sensory stimulation, and they would much rather prefer something like this that doesn't provide more stimulation, and often they would even prefer no earrings at all. Now, I know you've never thought about it this way, but yes, the choices of earring can be an absolute great indicator of high thresholds or low thresholds. We call this our sensory leaves or our sensory roots, and then people neutral can do either. Okay, there are always exceptions to these rules, but it's a great way to explain this. And then I've also put some jewelry, bracelets, bangles around my arm, and I obviously have my watch. Now, first and foremost, these, if you particularly look at these, consistently keep on touching the skin, adding sensory stimulation to the skin. This is typical what high sensory threshold people would like to wear. I'm not a bangle person, but so sometimes it can just be a choice, or you just don't necessarily like it, but this is often the case. Medium to high threshold people will wear bangles, where low threshold people who are more sensory sensitive would rarely wear bangles. I've never seen them wear bangles. I've never seen them do this, and I've done hundreds and thousands of these profiles already in my career. If we just compare the bangles to my watch, this is my Apple Watch, so it fits snugly around my arm, so it provides some sort of deep pressure. Deep pressure is calming for the brain, so this is often a good choice because it doesn't move around and it's snug and stay in one place. If it stays in one place, it doesn't add stimulation to the brain, which is often obviously easy. Now, just interesting on my watch, if it buzzes or if it gives me a vibration, I often don't even notice it. But that's another blog or another vlog for another day. But just to share jewelry with you from this point of view, and I mean there's variations. You can also look at necklaces, but for sure it's a nice easy one to talk about earrings and to talk about bracelets. So whether you're a sensory seeker with high thresholds or a sensory avoider will prefer this, just looking at jewelry can give us a great indication of what people like, what they go for, why they go for it. And it just helps you to be more self-aware and understanding. So next time when you buy jewelry or someone buy jewelry for you, make sure that you know why you have them. Which ones do you prefer to wear? Which ones do you wear all the time? And which ones do you avoid at all cost? If there's a mismatch, you will possibly avoid them. If you wear them and you wear them regularly, you enjoy wearing them, it means it's a match for your sensory thresholds. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Cheers.